Staying healthy today, we are focusing on obesity and a grim prediction that 42% of Americans are going to be obese by the year 2030.
And you are paying for that rising cost in higher insurance premiums, according to a new report. Reuters recently published a study that showed that medical spending for obese men was $1,100 more a year than for healthy men. For women, $3,600 extra. All that adds up to $190 billion a year for this country. The report also talked about the extra money spent on fuel, just to move around the extra weight. That was actually a category.
And things that you don't think about, hospitals are paying twice as much to buy wheelchairs for the overweight and to make doors wider. Now, every Wednesday, Dr. Diane McAllister joins us, and today she is here to address this, to focus on this new report that lists some ways that we can stop the rise in obesity. And Dr. Diane, we're glad you're here. Welcome,
thanks.
By the way. Americans in general are larger than when compared to 30 years ago.
We are, definitely. And the interesting thing is the number of overweight adults has actually stayed the same at about 32 to 38%. But as you mentioned, the number of obese adults has grown to 34%, and 6% of us are severely obese. If we continue this trend, 42% of us will be obese in just a few years, and 11% of us will be severely obese. So that's staggering statistics.
Yeah, that's really growing by leaps and bounds. The obvious here would be, well, we all need to exercise and eat healthier. But what's the report say? What did it point to?
The interesting thing about the report is, while there is some room for personal responsibility, it really pointed to policy as the way that we need to go to turn this epidemic around.
But does it really help to promote healthier lifestyles and healthy changes?
It does. Things like making fruits and vegetables accessible, changing zoning so that people are safer walking and riding their bikes really does make a difference. At Disneyland, they started adding fresh fruits and vegetables, and 50% of the people changed their selections to the healthier choices. And in Europe, where there's much less obesity, they have whole zoning planning around getting people to walk and making it easier to do the right thing.
Interesting. We talked to the numbers about how much more it costs us all, and it sounds like an awful lot, but one of the things the report was pointing to is the diseases related to those who are obese.
Absolutely. Heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and then arthritis all are worsened or hastened by obesity. And the interesting thing is, while we may have diseases, we actually live about the same length of time with the diseases, so we're spending more money over a longer period of time.
And it's believed that simple changes can really make an impact.
Yes, simple changes in our families are really the way to go. And I have one example here. If you go from this size of plate to this size of plate, you just naturally decrease the number of calories. Obviously, eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, keeping them stocked in your house, avoiding stocking sugary beverages, and then start having your family do activities that are active instead of passive. And just park your car a little farther away. The steps add up pretty quick when you're 3 rows down compared to where you usually like to park.
Yeah, taking the old stairs versus the elevator trick.
Exactly.
Yeah, every little bit helps. All right.
Yeah, it's easy to make good choices.
Great advice.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Dr. Diane.
Not that we always do it, but it is easier. Yes, yes.
Well, we're thinking about it.
We're trying to do that.
We can work on it.
Thank you so much. Well, we put a link to Live Well Colorado and Dr. McAllister's article today. You can find her special section on our website. Just go to thedenverchannel.com and click on Staying Healthy.